And we are live on YouTube. Pretty sure we are live. Pretty sure that we are live on YouTube. Yes, we are. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shaquette, Sports Guy Show. I hope everyone is having a great Saturday afternoon. And I'm just going to quickly share the link on social media, and then we will start the stream. We're doing Las Vegas Raiders rebuild 10 years, trying to win 3 Super Bowl with the Las Vegas Raiders. Will be interesting, folks. Will be interesting to see if we can accomplish it or not. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, on my rebuild, I cannot jump into regular season games. I can only jump into the NFL playoff games that the Raiders make it to the playoff. So regular season games, I cannot jump into. Playoff game, absolutely I can, I will do that. So that is something to keep an eye on. Now I'm able to make any moves that I see fit. So if I feel like trading Ashton Gentry, I will do that. But anyway, folks, salary cap is off. Let's jump into mid-season form, because this team is really bad. And I should mention the first 3 years I'm using real generated draft class. And please, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so, smash the like button. It's free. Subscribe. It's free. Turn the bell notification on. It's free. Those are all free. So, Raiders record of 4-3. That is not bad. Better than in real life. Much better than in real life. I guess Coach Shaquette Bartal is much better coach than Hall of Famer Pete Carroll. So we'll skip one more week, and then we will jump into the trading deadline. Let's jump right into the NFL trading deadline, and we are 4-3. This is the week that we have to decide, do we make some trades or we don't? Because it's now or never for this trading period, trading deadline. If we don't make moves today, it won't happen until the off season. Now, I'm not trading Brock Burrows. I'm also not trading Ashton Gentry. Outside of that, anyone else available. So Geno Smith, thank you for coming. Ray Mostert, thank you for coming. I don't believe this team is good enough to win the Super Bowl or to make it to the playoff. I really don't, folks. So this is what we can get for those 3 players. Let's see about the Browns. They have picks, obviously. Like, I wouldn't mind getting Dylan Gabriel, but not most interested. Interesting, Mac Hollins is the Browns. That is interesting, folks. Not sure why the Pats let him go. I'm really not sure what New England is doing, folks. That is for sure. So it doesn't... I mean, let me see. I mean... Trying to figure if there is a young player from the Browns I can get. The answer is no. So let's go to the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's try to get Ringo with a good cornerback. And maybe I can get also Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis. Let's see how close are we. Not close, but it's not that far away, honestly. Now, of course, it will take draft capital. It will take multiple draft capital to make it happen. But I'm willing to do that. Still in the red. Still in the red, so now I'm sure people will say, why are you interested in the Eagles and those players? And because we are talking about two pretty good players. Two pretty good players, folks. So we just removed Ringo, and I want to see if they will do with Nolan Smith. Not really. What about Rico Blankenship, who's a free agent? But going to be a free agent at the end of the season unless the Eagles keep him. What about this young safety? Nope. So this is close, but so we just removed Jordan Davis from the deal. Let's bring back Ringo and Nolan Smith. So it's not close enough, and I don't want to give them a first round pick. Like I will give them a second this year. Maybe I can get Nolan Smith and Ringo. Like Jihad Campbell is pretty good player, folks. He is a very, very good player with a chance to be phenomenal. That is why I really want him with the Raiders. Because if we get Jihad Campbell, we are going to be really, really good, folks. And remember, we have 10 years to win 3 Super Bowls, so trying to do it the right way. So this is close, but I trying to get some more players. I mean, I'm trading away multiple second round. I need to get some players back. I really do. Maybe I can get Jeremiah Tridle Jr. I see Brandon Graham is on the roster, but it's definitely not in the plan. So yeah, we just paid a heavy price, but we're going to get our second round picks back. Let's ship Jeremy Chin, Lenny Johnson, and like you see, our cornerback is not pretty good, honestly. Not a very good. Our secondary is terrible. You know, this is a good offer, Frankie Louisville. This is a very, very intriguing offer. And so is Barbie. Quincy Williams, no. Rico Dowdle, not really. Zach Shemerer, no. Calvin Ridley. Let's go to the Jets. Maybe I can get second round. Some second round picks back and maybe a quarterback. Terrell Taylor. No. So it's no with them. So the Saints, but before I jump to the Saints, I want to see if I can get some players, some good players from the Giants maybe. Like Naben is a pretty good player. Like our defense is terrible, folks. Our defense is really bad on paper. And so is our offense, honestly. So it's not a deal with them. The Jags, I see, are interested. That is a good sign. But they are not interested enough. They are not interested enough, folks. So, let's see about a fourth, maybe a second in 2028. It's not a deal with them. Let's go to the Atlanta Falcons. They have a good safety, Xavier Watts. They have a couple of good cornerbacks that could intrigue me. That definitely could potentially intrigue me to a point that I don't care about the draft capital so much. No, so Falcons, this is what you're getting. So the 49ers are interested. We just have to shuffle it, folks. We really, really have to shuffle it. Okay, so we got 1 second round pick back from the 49ers. The team you're seeing right now, folks, it's not going to be the same team in the offseason. And part of it is because this team is not very good. I know we are 4-3. I know that, but I also know this Raiders team is not very good. So when you are not very good, you have two choices. You can rebuild, or you can accept mediocre effort. And I don't accept mediocre effort. I don't. So, let's go. Let's try to get Tyler Naben, the good young safety, and maybe a fourth in 2028. It's not close enough. So which team? Wait, so the Lions are interested. And they just gave me a 4th round pick for 3 players who I have no desire to keep. So we already said we're keeping Gentry, we're keeping a Brock Bowers, even though I'm pretty sure the offer for him would be through the roof. But we are not trading him. So no offer for Michael Mayers. Interesting. Which team needed tight end? The Bengals need a tight end. Let's try to get a 2nd in 2027. And maybe a 4th this year. No, so like I really want to get Xavier Watts and Billy Bowen. But it's not even close. Maybe the Giants will do Tyler Nabin? Nope. What about Kieran Tinado? Not even close. Which I understand. So what about Teron Tracy? Russell Wilson? Not that I want Russell Wilson as a long term, but just as a backup. This year. So no. Still have to see which team needed tight end. Let's see if the Carolina Panthers, I know technically they don't need a tight end. But still, I wouldn't mind walking out a trade with them because they have a good young roster with a lot of potentials. And we just got ourselves a couple of pretty good prospects. Corey Sultan, Mitchell Evans, Jimmy Owen Jr. Which for the record, Carolina Panthers is my favorite team in real life. But right now, we are doing Raiders rebuild. Let's see what can I get for Eric Stock. Austin Colbert, no. Like I really want a 2nd round next year at least. Wait, so let's go back to the Falcons. I know, I keep saying Falcons, because I truly believe those 2 players can help my team a lot. So, okay, the Jags need a cornerback. We know that. They know that. So we know that. They know that. Oh, this is close. This is close. Which led me to believe, because it's so close, that I can potentially pull off a trade with the Jags. Maybe I can get a fourth next year. Or a fifth this year, like. No, I'm sorry, this is not a fair trade. No. Like, I don't want to basically give away players. If I'm going to pull off a trade, I want to get something back. I'm definitely not feeling like, hey, I should give away something. No. I'm doing it. I'm getting back something back in return. Otherwise, no deal. Now, what about Derek Barnes? I will take him. He's a pretty good player. Or Talik Williams? Nope. It's too good for them. Like, how far we have to go? Jameson Williams. We are about to pull off a trade that will be very costly, but could be very, very beneficial. And I'm trying to figure what we need to do to get to the yellow before I give away draft picks. Because it's very easy to say, you know what, take my first round pick. But no. Absolutely not. What about Jamal Adams? He's pretty good, folks. But no. So what about Porter and Stock? Two cornerback. What about basically picks? Wasn't close enough. Now, I know that they want Brock Bowles and Ashton Gentry. But I don't feel like trading them. Okay, so this is actually pretty close. We could have a deal potentially. But let's see if I can snag a 6th round. And we just did. Welcome Derek Barnes. Welcome Jameson Williams. The price was very heavy. I'm not going to lie, it's a very stiff price, but I think it's going to help us. I really do. I mean, look at my wideout. We already got a number 1 wideout. A pretty good number 2. So that is number 1, number 2. So it's a good trade. This is a good trade. that I'm not so much upset about making the trade. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Tampa Bay. Like, let's start really focusing on draft capital. So it's not a deal with Tampa. Maybe Arizona will do it. Maybe the pesky Cards will do it. And they won't. What about the Chiefs? I know that the Chiefs offer a title Sultan back. It's a good wideout, but so let's see, instead of a second, maybe I can get a fourth, maybe a second next deal, maybe a fourth, maybe like a fifth. There's no deal with the Chiefs, and that is fine. Let's see about the Indianapolis Colts. Nope. Commandos. Like, I really want draft capitals back. That is what I truly want. And it's not working out, but we are not giving up, folks. Absolutely not. Okay, so we got ourselves a third, a fourth, a third. So a couple of fourth and a third. We'll take that. Now, of course, this team is terrible. But here's the deal. It was going to be a terrible team to begin with. Let's see, the Falcons. I mean, I want to get Xavier Watts. But they don't want to give away Xavier Watts. So maybe I can get Billy Bowen in a second. Which team is interested in those players? I see the Lions could be a possibility. It could be a possibility. Detroit. the lowest players that they have. So no deal. Deal or no deal? No deal. What about Carolina Panthers? Come on, Carolina. See if I can get Linton Ransom. In a deal. Like, you want to do it, and you see they don't want to do it. Why? Crazy silly game. Crazy silly game. It's not going to work out with my Panthers. Maybe the Pats will give me a second. No. Maybe the Rams? Oh wow, this is close. Like, this is so close. I will definitely take a second from the Rams. Like, you see, this is so close, folks. Because it's so close. Let's give away 6 1/4. Let's try to get something more than just a second round pick. Maybe I can get like a 4th, maybe a 3rd, maybe a 6th, maybe a 5th. It's not a deal with them. What about the Ravens? Can I pull off a 2nd, a 4th, a 3rd, maybe a 5th, maybe another 5th? Close, but not enough. What about Uze, Saints? So, it's not close enough with the New Orleans Saints, and I don't like it, folks. Just as much as you guys don't. My Saints, what? do you want? Like, this is what honestly make the rebuild lasting for a long time. And the streaming for a long time. Because I'm offering good, decent players. So I'm not the worst of the worst. But yet, teams don't want to make a trade. Give me a second, no. What about the Titans? Maybe the Titans will say, remember the Titans? No. Like, I truly want to get a second round pick back. Is it too difficult to ask for it? Like, all I want is a second round pick. That is all I want. I even tried to get the kicker, and they are not willing to give him away. So they don't want to do it. Who want to give me a second round pick? Not the Bears. The Bengals, please. Second round pick. Just 1 second. Just 1 second round pick. And we can move on. And we can be friends, guys. Denver, come on. What about the Browns? The Browns, the Browns. Like, I truly feel like we've basically went every team. Every team. And you know what? It's not best. So that is not enough. Gosh. Ridiculous. Like young safety, we definitely need one. You know what? Let's pull off a trade with the Jags and see if they will agree to what I'm asking. Fortunately, they have not. What about the New York Jets, the Jets? We'll take the lower second, I don't care. Oh, God. What about the Eagles? That's got to get me a young safety. Kian Ringo, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Let's acquire some picks. This is why rebuilding is taking forever. Forever! I feel like I honestly, I feel like I've spent the last 15 minutes trying to pull off a trade for 3 players who are not very good, but they are not terrible. Eric Stokes, a cornerback. Eric Stokes is a good cornerback. Eric Stokes is a very good cornerback. Is he not? Yes, he's young. He has potential. Oh my gosh! Finally done! Finally done! Finally done! With that trade. It's crazy how long it took. At least we got a good safety, Sidney Brown. Here's the funny thing, I'm shipping him. I'm shipping him. Because we didn't trade for him to keep him. I literally traded for Sidney Brown just to get some picks back. So who need a safety? We know the Falcons don't because they have Xavier Watts. So which team need a safety? Oh, Carolina maybe? Maybe they will be interested, the Panthers. See, they need a safety. Need a safety in the game. They need safety in real life. And I will take the Mari Richardson, Shaw Smith Wade, and maybe 5th round. Close but not close enough. Do you have any quarterback I can have? Maybe Jaden Coker? It's not a quarterback, but no. Fortunately not. Jonas Savalas, maybe? Cam Jackson, I will take him. But they will not give him. Dan Morgan and company. Okay, so the main component of this deal is the 4th round pick and Lenton Ransom. Savalas is a decent, he's a good player. He's not very good, but he's not really bad. Like, I think we have a young team. That is for sure. We have a very, very young team. I don't mind it. Let's see, which team need a center? The Bengals. The Bengals need a center. I need a quarterback. Not because I'm... just more because we need a quarterback for the roster purposes. That is basically why. Maybe John Olsey? No. But there is a possibility with the Bengals. Of course, I would love to get Jordan Battle, but this is the response. No. What about Miles Murphy? Actually, this is close. Very close. And we just got Miles Murphy and Chris Sample and a 4th round pick this year and a quarterback who it's not part of the future, let's put it that way. But I just needed a quarterback. And I mean, look at that. We got multiple 4th, 6, 7. We don't have 2nd next year, 2028. Just want to look if there's any more tradable asset. Like, let's see, what can I get for Porter? Then I think I'm going to be done after that. So let's see, which cornerback Dallas has? They want to give me Elon. Maybe I can take Charles Carlson. Who else can I get from the Cowboys? That is the $1 billion question. We are about to find out. Maybe Jaden Blue? Maybe a second next year? No. What about Ringo? Ringo and Jordan Davis, I will take them, but they will not give them. Maybe a third instead. Maybe I can get a second next year. Fortunately not. Who need a cornerback? The Jags. You need a cornerback. Now I'm sure folks watching the replay, watching live, you're saying to yourself, why are you trading everyone? Because here's the deal, I have 10 years, I need to win 3 Super Bowl. And yeah, this team was 4-3, but they were not going to make the playoffs. That is why, folks. That is literally why I'm pulling off all of those crazy trades. Because I don't believe this team is good enough. Was good enough before the trades. That is truly why we are doing, and I'm doing all of those moves. You can say basically I'm tearing this roster apart completely. And that would definitely be correct. We are. Because this team is bad. 4-3, they were not going to make the playoff. And even if we did, we need 3 Super Bowl in 10 seasons, so we might as well make the roster bad for now. Then next season, make it pretty good. And so on. At least that is how I see it. Rams need a cornerback. I will take a second in 2027. Maybe Jacquizz Hunter? Nope. And we just got a second round pick in 2027. Let's go. What can I get for Trey Tucker? And then I'm done. I'm done. I will take Hawker, but I want more from Carolina. I really want some more from my Carolina Panthers. Sorry Dan Morgan, but no freebies. No freebies. Where's my backup running back anyway? Okay, ETN is a good player, folks. You want my kicker and punter? Nope. Maybe a couple of 6, give them back. Man, Carolina, I'm doing you a favorite. Doing you a solid. Doing you a solid favor, so I want you guys to return the favorite. See, let me give you a 4th this year. Give me a 5th this year. Give me a 5th next year. And a 6th, and call it a day. And let's freaking go. And why did I trade away a kicker? I don't know. Well, I do, because we did it, but we literally traded away Daniel Carlson away because we can get a street free agent kicker. And when free agency start, I'm sure there will be plenty of good kickers available. And after this trade, I'm going to be done making moves. So the best kicker available, one of them is Cam Little, with a very, 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 very strong kicking leg, as we know. about Detroit kicker? No, so let's look at the Vikings with the score. Will Rogers. Good kicker. Like, this is silly. They don't want to trade away their kicker for Jack Batch. You don't know Jack, folks. Evan McPherson. And Evan McPherson in the fifth. You are the Raiders. Let's go the off season. We will probably not do really well, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So 5-12 is not bad. Not bad. Not bad, folks. Not bad. Truly not bad. But the question is, are we picking in the first, like, top 5? We are, but this is not good because the Jets are going to go quarterback. The Bills probably won't. The Cardinals might. The Saints might. We're in terrible position, folks. We really are in a terrible position. Between a rock and a hard place. But the good news, with no salary cap, we should have the ability to basically sign plenty of good players. And we need to. I mean, we have a 79 overall team, 83 offense, 79 defense. I was going to look at the mock draft, but first I guess we have to re-sign the players. And how good was Jalen Coker? Did we make a good trade? The answer is yeah. I mean, 6 reception, 97 yards, 16.2. Yeah, I can live with that considering he was on the IL for a long time. And he's coming back for a 2-year deal. Miles Murphy, how good were you? That is pretty good, honestly. 3 sacks, 24 tackles, yes. Of course, I'm picking his 5th-year option. Chris Sample. Cam Sample, actually. Oh, wow. That is what we're talking about. 5 sacks? Of course I'm keeping him around. But at 26 years old, I want him around for a bit longer. So he's coming back on a 3-year deal. Bryson Terrain. Bryson, unfortunately, I'm not keeping you. Kenny Pickett, Thomas Barkley, Chris Snowden, all of those players I really have no desire to keep. So let's send them out and about. So two superstars, Brock Bowles and Gentry. Let's go to free agent. Oh wow. Oh wow. Some pretty good players. Starting with the fairest Bucknell, who is interested in us. Yes, 10 offers. Let's give him a 2-year master's contract. Let's hope that will be enough. And it is. We are on the very top. We know we need a quarterback. But the thing is, I don't want to rush and get a quarterback. And there are two pretty good. Michael Pittman is a wideout, free agent. Alec Pierce, Rashid Shaheed. Let's go after Michael Pittman Jr. Fortunately, we are not on the top. Let's give a 2-year offer to Rashid Shaheed, who's a speed still. Player friendly, very player friendly. I don't mind giving him 5-year deal because anyway we're on this rebuild for 10 years. Likewise with Michael Pittman. This is a pretty good player. We know we need a tackle and all of that. Does he have any off-field? He does. Wondering why Bobby Wagner is interested in us. Like, I know we won five games, but still, he shouldn't be so much interested in us. And you see, Daniel Carlson, who we traded, is a free agent. Now this is a pretty good free safety, 24 years old. Will be phenomenal if we can land him. The black and gold of the Raiders. And I will actually give him a 7-year deal. 7-year deal. Unlimited amount of money, like 23 million per year. Only reason we do that, we don't have salary cap implications, so we can literally throw whatever we want at him. Okay, so we are done. Let's go and see who we landed, who we not landed. And look like we landed Rashid Shaheed. Phenomenal. Great. Week 5 of the Mac draft. So, this is my concern. The Saints might go with Mendoza. And then, if that happens, do we go with Lenoir Sellers? That is the question. Like, this is the regional. You see, Mendoza, folks. Basically, quarterback-wise, it's D. We need a quarterback. We need a quarterback, folks. So we got Pittman Jr., which is pretty good. I want to get Tyler Algier, who is a pretty good running back. We got the two. Now, let's go after Noah Fant. Younger tight end. Can be the backup behind Brock Bowles. So we are in negotiation for getting this player, and I'm going to go crazy amount of money because, as I said, no salary cap. So no salary cap, meaning I can throw money away like it's growing on a tree. Wondering if I should get Brady Christensen or Jarrett Wills. Let's try to get Joe Batonio on a 2-year deal. He's the best left guard available. But you know what? I just decided to pull out. Austin Colbert, I see, is interested. Live in Carolina, going back to the West Coast because he's originally from Nevada, and he's interested. Let's go after Evan Neal. I know he's not very good, but still. 25 years old, so it's not the worst option, honestly. And we got Buckner, which is phenomenal. And Bobby Wagner is sitting in there. Let's get him. The backup to Jihad Campbell. I'm not sure why he's interested, but he is. So let's see. Let's get Christian Harris. See if that is enough to pull us on top yet. Let's make an offer to DJ Wondham. Bring him to Las Vegas. Let's go after Glover Stewart. Basically, if we get Glover Stewart and Buckner, they will be teammate in Las Vegas. So I know we need a quarterback. That is for sure. I guess the only best quarterback available is Aaron Rodgers. And that is all she wrote for this week. And we got Bobby Wagner. But now, here's the problem, folks. I like how we look. I really do. But I'm terrified of not having a quarterback. Marvin Harrison Jr. is good, very good. Like, some good offense. But I truly want to get another first round pick. That is something I really want. It's not a deal with the Panthers. What about Las Vegas? Not Las Vegas, Pats. Why am I saying Las Vegas? Weird. Las Vegas. You know what? Drake May? Nope. What about the Rams? The Rams. No deal with the Rams. Ravens. Maybe I can get Dill first this year in 2028. Okay, so we just got a first this year, which I'm going to ship away that first and see what I can get back. Maybe I can move up. I don't want Scatterboo, but I wonder if I can get Jackson Dart. And more players. Maybe Thibodeau and Abdul Kader. Maybe the Jags. Like, which player, if I do it with the Packers, which players do I want? Well, let's see if I can pull off a deal with the Carolina Panthers. Like, I will take JC on, he's a pretty good cornerback. And Nick Scotton. So maybe Nick Scotton. What about Drake May? It fails this year? Not close enough. What about the Saints? Maybe I can get a fourth. Let's see if I can pull off a trade with the Seahawks then. If I do, I might do a different trade afterward. Steelers, like getting a good cornerback would be helpful. So we didn't get Glover Stewart. He signed with the Steelers. Shame on you! Shame on you, Glover! Absolutely shame on you, Glover Stewart. How dare did you do that? So, the Texans... I get Will Anderson? No. So, let's see, folks. Let's see. What about Chris Jenkins from the Bengals? And DJ Turner. Jordan Battle. Let's get it second in 2027. Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. Maybe Malik. Maybe Harrison. Perhaps Ed Oliver. Oh, TJ Sanders actually would be better choice because he's younger. Denver. Wish I could get Certain, but it's not happening, of course. So what about Mason Graham from the Browns? Mason Graham and maybe fifth. Or maybe from Tampa Bay, a Mecca Quickly. Maybe Jane Deal? No, Dean, no. Maybe the Cardinals. The Cardinals want to give away Marvin Harrison Jr. I will take maybe Kyler Murray. Maybe Kyler Murray. Okay, so we just got Kyler Murray for the 30th overall pick. Now let's trade away that player. Poor enough trade, left and right. Okay, so this is a good deal, considering that player was 30 years old. We acquired a pretty good cornerback. So much depth at cornerback, it's crazy, folks. Now I know we got Bobby Wagner, but what can I get for him? And then I'm done, truly done, going to the draft. We'll be going to the NFL draft, where anything is possible and dreams are being made alive. See if Taz, if maybe the Cardinals? Can pull off a deal with them? about the Colts? The Colts have an interesting team because they lost a couple of pretty good wideout. One of them, Pittman, we got ourselves. Michael Pittman Jr. Now, okay, so a second and a third and a fifth for Bobby Wagner. Anyway, I mean he's a good player, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Let's get Denzel Perryman into the building. So getting Perryman will be pretty nice. Let's sign Tony Jefferson to a 1-year deal. Prove it type of a deal. And let's sign Mr. Cox to a 1-year deal. So I'm happy we got DJ Wondham. I'm unhappy we didn't get Stewart. Let's make an offer to John Algrove. Hopefully that is enough. Look like it should be. South Carolina released Cam Jackson maybe. Doesn't look like they did. AJ Espinosa could be good. Wait, I didn't realize I have Mason Crosby. I'm wondering what happened to him. Is he on the IR? No, but what in the world can I get for Hall of Famer Mason freaking Crosby with 98 overall, but 29 years old, folks. And in the game, when you reach the age of 30, you really start going down, unfortunately. So in real life, absolutely you wouldn't trade him. In Madden, yeah, you would. Now, I don't want Brian Burns, but who I do want from the New York Giants Abdul Cardell, maybe if I can Abdul Cardell the first this year, first next year, and they offer me a fourth in a second, so what about the Jags? The Jags. Some pretty good players who I want. Brian Thomas is one of them. Actually, I was looking for Travis Hunter, but because he's on the IR and the city game doesn't recognize he was on the IR for a short amount of time. That is why Madden, while it is fun, it's a city game. So the Jets, New York Football, Jets, Jets. What about Detroit basketball? So let's go. Fly, eagle, flies. Fly, eagles, fly. Devante Smith, fly. Winston Mitchell. Aiden Cardell, no. What about Nolan Smith? I will pull this off if they agree to it, but and they did. Winston Mitchell, Nolan Smith, Devante Smith, welcome to Las Vegas Raiders. Definitely a game changer. I don't want stock back, but what I do want is maybe another maybe a cornerback. Maybe Alfred Collins. And folks, if you haven't done so, please, please, please smash the like button. It's free, but it helps YouTube channel grow. And I really, really appreciate that. And subscribe, of course, and turn the bell notification so you won't miss when I'm going live again. That is for sure, folks. So wait, so that finally going to get me a player that I really want for a long time. David Watts. No, gosh. Which team need a wideout? Since the Jets, maybe I can get a 10th pick. Now I'm sure some will say, why you traded Michael Pittman when you just signed him? And the thing is, I already have Devonta Smith, I already have Shaheed, I already have some pretty good wideout. That is why, folks. Let's see, the Eagles, they have a good safety. Of course, they need a replacement for Devonta Smith, who they just traded to me. Like, I'm not going to give the pick away to getting a good safety. We just got a good safety, Tyler Naban, which because of that we can pull off the deal for Tony Jefferson. And we can go to the NFL draft with the I pick, knowing that we don't need a quarterback. We don't need to draft a quarterback. And you see, we already have 85 offense. We can get even better, because we are going to trade our 5th overall pick. Pretty good offers overall. This is a good freaking offer from the Jags. Definitely make me want to consider taking it. Question is, can I get more? And we just got a pretty good return, a pretty good wideout, and a very good right tackle, young prospect. Let's freaking go. And maybe in the second there's going to be a quarterback. Let's see. Let's see. Jeremiah Love, he's a good running back from Notre Dame. So many good quarterbacks. Beck, Kodiak, Drew Arnold. I'm taking Drew Arnold. Well, if he can stay healthy, we are talking about a very good quarterback. It's all about staying healthy for him. Next pick. What can we get? So let's go with the Rams. And let's make a pick right now. You know what? It shows this is a good kicker potentially. I don't know. So we got a pretty good kicker, folks. My current kicker, McPherson, while he's good, he in time can miss crucial kicks. Let's go with Duke Robinson with a tall wideout. And that is all she wrote. The draft recap. We got a 68 overall, a kicker with 81. Also, we got a wideout with 68. Now, we traded our pick to the Jags. Let's see what they did with the 5th overall. So they took Dante Moore. The Jags, not the Jags, the Jets went with Sellers and Peter Wood. Who did the Cardinals? What did the Cardinals do? They went with a quarterback, but in the 4th round. So the 30th overall pick, they went with the right tackle. Round 1, how many quarterbacks went? Mendoza, Moore, Sellers, and who else? Simpson, and Garrett to the Steelers. Went 21st overall. In the 2nd round, how many quarterbacks went? We took Drew Allard, and doesn't look like no quarterback went and beside Drew Allard. I forgot to look at running backs. In the 2nd round, how many running backs went? Couple of them. Jeremiah Love with 82 overall, and Justin Hayes. So let's go next week. So, and let's press the wrong button. We have to jump a couple of weeks pre-season. Not that we can play any of them, but here's the deal, folks. Here is the deal. Basically, the CPU is going to cut some pretty good players if I don't control it. So why let the CPU do what CPU want to do? By the way, I just noticed doesn't look like it's going to let me change my name. So anyway, this is not what we need. But before we make moves to cut players, let's see who's available. Practice squad eligible. Vandal is a good running back, honestly. Let's snag Vandal. Wait, I wanted to the active roster. That's what I wanted. I'm definitely signing both of those to the practice squad. Because both of those, the rookie and Vandal, there's potential, folks. Jalen Brooks, fortunately, you have no room on the roster. I'm sorry. This guy, you're out of field. Straight away, Evan Neal. What can I get for him? Let's get a pick instead. And we just got a third round pick for Evan Neal. I call that a good deal. Can move M to the practice squad. Also I can move Edward. Can release this player. Move Mr. Jones. Move that guy to the practice squad. Move him to the practice squad, to the squad. And pretty sure we already got enough as far as the practice squad and all of that, but and what can I get for Christopher Smith? Nothing, but what if I move O'Connell? McPherson? Maybe I can get a don't? No, but maybe Fulton 2028? Let's go! Let's go, folks. Now we need to sign players to the squad. But before, we have a room for one player on the active roster. Let's sign Kyle Kujaski, whatever his last name is. Pretty good player. That is what I know, folks. Any good quarterback available? Sam Martin, good quarterback for the practice squad. Sign Mr. Robert to the practice squad. Any tight end? good prospect, honestly. Some pretty good prospect. Which I'm hoping no one will snag them off. We are done. Now, we have to go to next week. Seem to get choose a draft class. Because remember, the first 3 years, it's real user generated draft class. And here is Arch Manning and use DJ Lagway. Now, let's go to mid-season form. I'm going to manifest that we have at least 5-6 wins by mid-season. That's what we're going to manifest, folks. 5 to 6 win by mid-season form. Oh my gosh. 1 win? 1 freaking win? Why? Why? My gosh. My only guess is Kyler Murray is playing terrible. One in 7? Gosh. We have a good opportunity to draft potentially Arch Manning. Kyler Murray, you're terrible. Absolutely terrible. So the moment scheduled to have the first overall pick, I'm going to do trade basically 2029 picks. And try to get something more. To help us rebuild really be really good next season. So I'm completely okay with not making a lot of noise this season. Which, for the record, I didn't think trading away Mason Crosby would make that big of a deal. Because here's the deal, Mason Crosby is phenomenal. He's a phenomenal player. But we got back some pretty good players back. So it's not like we traded Mason Crosby and we got nothing back. We got some pretty good talent back. But our problem is, and was, at quarterback. That was our problem, folks. Quarterback. So who need a quarterback? The Browns look like they are potentially interested. So maybe I can get 2028, 2027. Which other team? Maybe the Colts. Of course, would have been great to get Sauce, but we are not getting Sauce Gardner. So who need Kyler Murray? Like, what do the Giants have that I need? That I want? I have Malik Neighbors, but you saw, folks, it's not close. What about Grady Newsom? I would take Travis Santa, but this is how close they will give Travis Santa. No deal. No deal. Okay, so we got ourselves a good cornerback, but we are not done. No, we are not. Time to give up some picks. $20.29 and move up. Move up. Devin is the Raku. That is a good offer. Where were you when I wanted you? Still safety. Like, let's pull off a deal with the Bengals. And see, hypothetically, if we can do it. Fortunately, not. So maybe Keon Coleman? That's me. And who else? Who else can we get? No deal? No deal. Maybe I can get a 2028 first round from Cleveland. Denzel Ward. From the Buccaneers, 2028 first round pick. You know what? Let's pull off a deal with the Arizona Cardinals. They are not interested. So what about the Seahawks? They have some good wideout. I would take Jackson Smith and Jigba in a second, but they are not giving him. That is the problem. See about Brian Murphy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Done. 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 So right now we are 1-7. Let's see what we finish with. Season number 2. We have 8 more seasons afterward. Crazy. Crazy! So, how did we finish, folks? How did we finish? Yay! I mean, yay, because we got the first overall pick. Which is good, good, good. We won 2 games. Not the best solution, but hey, Arch Manning, Las Vegas Raiders, let's go! Before we negotiate, the city game want us to upgrade everyone because otherwise it won't let us negotiate. Brock Brewers, of course I'm keeping him. I'm not even looking at the stats. Winston Mitchell, of course I'm keeping him. Brian Thomas, of course I'm keeping him. Brian Murphy, yes I'm keeping you. Wiggins, I'm keeping you. Call young players. Harrison, I'm definitely keeping you around. He's 78 overall. He's a good player. 25 years old. How good are you? 73 overall. I know you didn't play, but I want you around still. 3 years. Vendel. Vendel, I'm letting him go. Wait a second, how in the world did Will Levis end it on our team? Ridiculous. Let's go into the free agency. But before we do that, No, I was going to look at the. Let's look at the combine result. Arch Manning, folks. Arch Manning. How in the world is Arch Manning is second to a third round pick? Are you kidding me? And wow, Jeremiah Smith. My gosh. I really want potentially Smith. But before we do that, Joe Mixon is a free agent and he's interested in the bank in the Raiders? What is going on here? Let's get Joe Tooney. Yeah, I can give him a 3-year deal because anyway we are not quitting. Mac Jones, the good quarterback, it's tough to believe that he's only in his 20s. This is a good fullback, but the way with the fullback, you don't need them until the second week. Let's get back T tackle. Or trade tackle, actually. Do I make an offer to Ronnie Stanley? I mean, I know I already signed last season someone. But we don't have the salary cap, so literally we can sign anyone. This is actually a pretty good center available. Because basically the entire Chicago Bears offensive line is free agent. So here Glover Stewart got back into free agent. It's a pretty good free agency group. It really is. Look at the mock draft. Arch Manning, yeah, Arch Manning is always going to draft. It's definitely who I'm going to draft. No question about it. So we got Stanley. The other player looks like Chemere went to the Saints. Here's the fullback. It's pretty good. It's a good fullback. We also got Takiel and Tunley and the center that we wanted. Fortunately, he returned to the Chargers, but it's okay. So Drew Sanders was there, but we didn't have enough space because in week 1 you can only sign certain amount of players, like only 5 players. Now, let's make an offer to Jeremy Chin. But you know what? Let's not make an offer to Jeremy Chin. Let's see what we need. Trading block. So here Kyler Murray is back on the block. This is a good defensive tackle. We just got a pretty good player. Now, this trade of Algier will allow us to make an offer to Joe Mixon and bring him to Las Vegas, to Viva Las Vegas. Now I want to see. Don't saw my whiteout. Question is, what can I get for those two? Okay, so now we got a first round pick in 2029. Am I keeping it? Absolutely not. I want to get a first round this year. Maybe the Dolphins? Okay, so I think we are done. Let's go to the draft. Let's take Arch Manning and then so what is the breaking news to say? News coming up, multi-deal Raiders and Shaid, multiplayer deal, Raiders are trading a future first, more to come, or for stockpiling. I'm actually not trading away Joe Mixon. But let's do it, folks. Let's do it! Arch Manning, you are the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's go! Let's go! You know, this is ridiculous. Arch Manning ranked 62 overall and you drafted him first. Ow, ow, ow. Ow in the world. Crazy. Now, time for the pick. Who do we want? Do I go with... No, you know what? Let's pause it. Let's go to the GM office. And what can we get for that pick? Give me CB Lamb and you get a deal, but they are not intrigued. So give me Malik. Give me Abdul Kader. Give me Cam Scadaboo. Scadaboo, 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 boo, boo. I will give them Joe Mixon and some picks. And let's go Malik Nabels, Abdul Kader, Kim Scadaboo, Scadaboo, boo 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 boo, Scadaboo, Scadaboo boo boo. Time to make a selection. Let's go with Avery Johnson. Let's let the CPU figure it out. Let's look at the draft recap. So we got a fullback, 73 overall. Avery Johnson is 68 overall. speed of 88. And Arch Manning is 76th overall. Interesting. Like, who is the best overall? Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, Colin Sampson, Ahmad Audi, Justin Scott, Noel Moore, Dylan Stewart, Elijah Robinson, Ellis Robinson, the Toad, Baldwin Brown, so overall they are better than Arch Manning. But I truly believe in our situation that was the best deal. The best situation. We needed a quarterback. Kyler was terrible. We won 2 games. We won 1 game before we traded Kyler Murray away. We had no choice but to make the move. And we did. And I mean, we got Malik Nabels, we got Scadaboo, we got Abdul Kader. We have a good team. I mean, 88 overall, 89 offense, 87 defense. 2 years ago, we were 79th overall. So it's a massive jump. Fortunately, we have to cut 14 players. But before we cut anyone, let's look at free agency. Who is available? Who is available? Not someone who make me jump and say, woo, he's phenomenal. But this rookie is 27 years old from Tennessee. Looks like he had a great time in college. That is for sure. So now we have to cut 14 players and it's not easy. That is part of the NFL, fortunately. Fortunately, this is part of the NFL. You don't like it, you don't enjoy it, but it's the NFL, folks. Austin Colbert, which what position do I need? So it would have been crazy if they had agreed to it. The Cardinals. Wait a second. Cassipion is very good. Who the 49ers says that I want, need, can have. So let's get Travis Santo, which doesn't seem like it helps us, but it will. Because Travis Santo is a generational talent. It says that we need a free safety, and we just acquired a free safety in a trade. Fortunately, DJ Wandam, I have no interest in keeping him, but maybe I can ship him away. Okay, let's go. We still have a bit of moves to make. So let's see, folks. It's a good cornerback, but he's getting up there in age. What about Buffalo Bills? Okay, so Ed Oliver, welcome to the Raiders. So we have 89 teams across the board. We need to choose the final draft class, real user generated draft class, which is Bryce Underwood. Look like Moore went back-to-back draft. Not sure why, but anyway, mid-season. You know what? Playoff. I want to jump to the playoff, not mid-season. I'm done making trades. I'm done making trades. Whether you're watching live or the replay, I'm done. Season 3, I'm going to the playoff. Going to the playoff. We're jumping to the playoff. 89th overall, we should be making the playoff. We should. At this point, if I win 1 Super Bowl, I will be happy. 2 Super Bowl, I will be ecstatic. 3 Super Bowl, I would go over the roof ecstatic. But I just want to make the playoff, folks. Bring the Raiders, Las Vegas, playoff, Super Bowl, excitement. Let's go. Are you freaking kidding me? 2-15? Ow! 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 I'm so damn disgusted, folks. 2-15? Ow! It's ridiculous, folks. I mean, Gentry was great. Player stats. Which, you know this game is rigged, folks. Look at the quarterbacks, no stats. But look at the Gentry. Stuff like that truly makes me unhappy. I mean, you pay $70, you want to have a good game. And we don't. We don't have a good game. We have a fine game, but I mean, we should be able to see the stats for the rookies. We should. We don't. Gentry, let's skip him. Malik Nables. We'll have six more years, Malik. Let's do it. Dulcado is coming back. Travis Antil is coming back. Nolan. 2.5 sacks. It's not great, but it's okay. So I'm glad he's coming back. Jackson Powells. He's staying. Ed Oliver. I didn't trade for him to let him go. Buffalo previous season he had 12 sacks. This season half a sack. But at the same time, he is a very good player. The reason probably why he had half a sack is because he was the backup, literally, to Melfi. Tyler Navin, 119 tackles. A very good safety from Minnesota. So let's keep M around. Derek Barnes, how good were you? 1.5 sack, 24 tackles. I mean, I potentially can do better, but $3 deal, I can live with that. So let's bring M back. I mean, with no salary cap, we have no problem overpaying players. And Showweight Smith, Miles Melfi. Want to bring back Showweight Smith, see if he accepted. He did. He did. Miles Melfi. No. So those three, we wave goodbye. Pretty sure we don't have Alf pick. Yeah, we don't. We don't. So Mika Fitzpatrick? Wow. Wow. Can I get Cardell? Let's go! Jordan Cardell! Let's go now. Let's change everything. Because I can trade now Ed Oliver. And get me some really good player. Like if we pull this off, we are done the next 3 years not drafting, which is totally fine. Cause I don't care about the draft, honestly, folks. I want to win the Super Bowl. I want to make the playoff with the Las Vegas Raiders, with Raiders Nation. This is what I want. This rebuild. I want to make the playoff, folks. This is what I want. It's definitely what Las Vegas Raiders want. And what we want, we get. Looked like Mendoza has turned out to be a very good quarterback. Eagles have a lot of good players. What about Atlanta Falcons? Drake London? No. Maybe Garrett Wilson? Nope. Finn Brown? Amon St. Brown? Not even close. So we are moving on up. Moving on up. What about Malachi Stark? It's close, but they don't want to pull it off. Titans. Roman Oduzia. No. Like, it's really interesting that we are not getting a good offer. It was close, but what about McCantley? No, Lenton McCantley. It's shock that we are offering great offers. No one is doing it. It's why Madden rebuild is taking a long time, folks. That is why. Like, I'm giving you guys picks and Ed Oliver. What else do you want? Okay, so we settled on James Pierce Jr. Next 3 years, not have to worry about the draft. Let's sign Alvin McNeil. So honestly, this is like a weak free agency class. It really is. She's pretty disappointing, I got to be honest. I truly got to be honest. This is a disappointing class. Like, do I sign Jaden X? Like, how good is my kicker? My kicker is 86th overall. So, here's the crazy part. Or it's not crazy. I'm going to skip right into the preseason. The Las Vegas Raiders, 90 overall, folks. 91 offense, 89 defense. Season number 4, folks. 2028. Is this the year that we make it to the playoff finally? Let's freaking go and find out. And the good news, we don't need to worry about the draft. We don't need to worry about the draft. Jump into the playoff, folks. So it's a great feeling, 3 seasons. We don't need to worry about the draft. Not picking anyone. Not scouting anyone. Not worry about who I draft, who I won't draft. And are you kidding me? My gosh! Ow! Is a 90 team ranked overall win 4 games. Ow! I'm so baffled, folks. I'm so freaking baffled. I'm so baffled. How does a team with 90 overall, 91 offense, 90 defense, win 4 games? This game is behind. I don't know what to tell you, folks. What I do know, Brock Brewer's numbers is not very good. At the same time, we have 5 more years. Let's keep him. Keep him and try to win at least 1 Super Bowl. Forget about 3. 1 Super Bowl. Just 1. Just 1. Brian Thomas. Let's help win a Super Bowl. Just 1. Just 1 Super Bowl, folks. That is all I'm saying. 1. I will take 1 Super Bowl, folks. I don't need 50. I don't need 3 even. Just 1 Super Bowl. For the Las Vegas Raiders, for Raiders Nation. Just 1. Just 1. And Devonta Smith, we are counting on you. And Scadaboo, boo, 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 boo. We are counting on you. Scatter boo 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 boo. Scatter boo 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 boo. Scatter boo 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 boo. We are counting on you to do the boo 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 and come back to the Las Vegas Raiders. Came Scatterboo, and help the Las Vegas Raiders win a Super Bowl. That is what we want you. Cam Scatterboo, to come back and help the Las Vegas Raiders win the Super Bowl. Scatterboo! Yes, we are. Scatterboo. I'm literally keeping everyone. Because this is a good team. Oh no! You go to free agency? Are you kidding me? And James Spears Jr. I didn't trade for you to walk. So I'm glad you're coming back. Now, Nate Wiggins, we need you back. We didn't trade for you from Baltimore, so you will walk. And you're staying. Jack Sawyer, actually. I didn't trade for you to walk. Good. Jimmy Owen Jr., Caleb Rogers, some pretty good players. Let's look at Jimmy Owen Jr. His numbers, nothing this season, but I don't know, I think he's a good player. Caleb Rogers, 27 years old. Skip him for 5 more years for the rebuild. Rebuild challenge. Lenton Ransom. Yeah, he put up good numbers, honestly. So I'm happy he's coming back. Now, I see you want to come back, but how good were you? Nothing. I see Chris Sample want to come back, but a sack, yeah, I can bring him back. And he took it. 2 years deal. Now, how good were you? Thomas. Nothing but, no interception, but I'm keeping you. You're not walking. But here's what I can do. Release him and then sign him to a massive deal in free agency. The money is crazy, but if I get him, I'm guaranteeing that he will be basically with the Raiders for life. That is what. And the offer is crazy. Hopefully he will accept it. Now, Arch Manning, they don't show us his stats. Oh wow, AJ Brown is a free agent? Let's bring AJ Brown. Las Vegas. Let's bring Mason Taylor to Las Vegas. Let's bring this tackle. It's good for free agent. You play with no salary cap. You can sign some good players, but at the same time, as you all see, folks, we are competing. It's not like I guarantee to sign everyone. And I'm going to skip the draft, going to next season. So, trade offers. So we got AJ Brown, which I'm excited about it. But I'm not trading AJ Brown, and I'm going to go right directly to the playoffs and see what the heck did we do. So I definitely this is not good, folks. This is not good. Oh my gosh, folks, this is ridiculous. We won 3 games. And you know what? Screw it. Screw it. We'll sim through and see if the CPU can give us a Super Bowl. Even one Super Bowl. Just one. Just one single Super Bowl. That's one Super Bowl. Because this is ridiculous, my friends. This is truly, truly ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. So ridiculous. So we are skipping through and see if anything is possible. Because folks, this is so freaking annoying. It's so freaking annoying. I mean, I'm baffled that we struggle so much. I really am. Like one would presume a good team, Gentry, Bowells, and company would make the playoff at least once. We've not. Just crazy. So crazy. So the story of this is very difficult and possible to successfully rebuild the Las Vegas Raiders. That is what I'm seeing, folks. It's basically impossible to rebuild the Las Vegas Raiders. It's impossible successfully. What can I say, folks? It's impossible to rebuild the Vegas Raiders. Which I'm shocked. I'm shocked, folks. And you know what? Let's end let's look at league history. 2023. Commanders won the Super Bowl. 2032. The Jets won the Super Bowl. Congrats. 2031. The Chargers won the Super Bowl. 2030. The Dolphins won the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow, MVP. 2029. The Chargers won the Super Bowl. 2028. Congratulations to RBT. They won the Super Bowl. The Tennessee Titans won the Super Bowl. 2027, Chiefs won the Super Bowl. 26. Madden is predicting Ravens will win the Super Bowl. 2025. Buffalo Bills. Congratulations, Buffalo. You won the Super Bowl. 2024 was the Eagles. So if Madden is correct, the Bills Mafia, you are going to win the Super Bowl. So folks, if Madden is correct, congratulations, Buffalo. You are about to win your first ever Super Bowl. As you can see, Josh Allen is the Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen, NFL MVP. Liam Cohen, Coach of the Year. Puka Nakuka, Offense Player of the Year. Jackson Dart, win the Rookie of the Year on offense. Jihad Campbell, win Rookie of the Year on defense. Max Crosby, win Defense Player of the Year award from the Las Vegas Raiders. So congratulations, Bills Mafia. You can throw the table and break it because you are the Super Bowl champ. 31-6. Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl champ. Go crazy, Bills Mafia. Go crazy. And I think it's time to end the stream, folks. Good night, everyone. See you guys in next stream. Smash the like button and subscribe.